Hi, it's April 17th, day 18 out here. It's the middle of the day, it's like 3:45 right now, and it's icky outside. Super snowy, and well, it's not snowing anymore, but this morning it was, and it was like blowing and gusting, and it's cold, and so I'm not going out there. um, I ran the stairs. I'm so sore. Like, I ran the stairs 2 days ago, and I could barely walk this morning when I woke up. Like, my cats were literally cramping just by stepping. So I figured, hair the dog it. The best way to get rid of that soreness is to just go do it again. So I just sucked it up and did the stairs. They felt better. First like the first time up killed me, and the second time felt better, and the third time finally felt loose. But now they freaking hurt again. But yeah. So I had another friend in the medical field not just get furloughed, but their job actually they got they got fired from their position. And they messaged me asking me about what I was doing and locum jobs and stuff like that. But they work in a hospital in the ICU, and this totally freaked me out. We aren't even safe in our jobs right now, which it just seems so counterintuitive. Um, so that was really unsettling news, regarding just financially and career wise. Like, I mean, I know I talked about the EDs being about 50% down, and the job that I have waiting for me. It's they don't know if I'm going to start when they thought I was now because the EDs are so slow. So now I'm just well, I guess we're gonna try and figure out what to do after this. Hopefully, I mean, I'll find something. I know I will, but it's I don't know. It's just scary. I think it's just all hitting when it's real. I'm not I thought I was in a really safe place, and I don't know what it's gonna be. Gosh, my hair is literally everywhere right now. Sorry about that. But yeah, so I don't know. It's just got my anxiety definitely up, but I think I don't know. It just him losing that job was he's working in an ICU as a provider, and his group cut him. Like, what? What? That shows what kind of the media is showing versus what's actually going on. At least, I mean, I can't speak to obviously New York or Massachusetts or Michigan, but Colorado is not seeing what they are I just the news is saying a lot of different things than what seems to actually be going on. And I mean, obviously I'm not in an actual hospital right now, but it's just oh my god, it's so unnerving. Oh, so my anxiety is a little panicky right now, just because I thought I had job stability, and now it's doesn't seem like I do. So it really, 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 really makes me feel so fortunate for this position, and um, the potential. I called my recruiter today because I was okay, if I'm not going to be starting my next job until later, I need to set something up. I'm not going to not be working. So, I don't sit when I get news. I move forward and we'll handle it. Something comes up and I will handle it and make sure what needs to happen happens. So I call my recruiter and told her the situation, and I was I guess I might be looking for some work in June and July now when I didn't think I was going to be. So it sounds like it's not available yet, but maybe the option to extend at this position. Or I asked, I was I really want to go back to Colorado. I want to be at home if I can be. So Colorado's normally not her like region, so she was reaching out to her colleagues to see what they had, and hopefully, and since it's Friday, I'll probably get some information back on Monday. But yeah, so I got like a little panicky, but I'm handling it. So it's just wild. Oh God, it's completely like just unraveled my mind of like, what am I gonna do when I need to come up with something, and like it's just scary. Like you think you're safe and then all of a sudden you aren't, and it seems like Michael and I were talking about it, it's like everything, like it was like, okay, take it a week at a time. Then it was like, okay, take it a day at a time. And then now it's like, okay, hour to hour, things are changing, like that are out of our control. And that control is what I normally like and need in life. So it definitely has just cranked me up a little bit, but I'm handling what I can handle. And I think, growing up, my dad always said, when it feels like everything's falling apart, take care of like the things that you can, like, exercise, take care of like your physical self, take care of your mental health, and the things that you can control, focus on those and make sure those are in line. And then everything else will fall into place how it should. But so really, I try and live like that all the time, but right now that's just what I'm trying to focus on. It's like, okay, I can try and like control like setting up a plan, and I can continue to exercise and put good food into my body and like stay social and like, focus on my relationships. And so that's what I'm doing. But it's like, who the fuck would have thought that healthcare would be like worried about their jobs? Like, I just like, I guess, it just doesn't even make sense to me. It just blows my mind. Like, absolutely, just like, I can't even understand it. But all the providers here all got furloughed. Like, I was the only person who didn't get furloughed when I came out here, but I lost a bunch of my shifts. Like, they were taken away. So I guess I technically was furloughed, but not actually like deemed. But it's just like, oh my God, it's just so scary. But I'm doing good other than that. Like what did I do yesterday? Because I didn't do my blog yesterday. I don't know why I didn't do it. I guess I was busy at nighttime. Like I went over and hung out with a couple of the other mid-levels, and we just like chatted and then watched Disney. Oh my gosh, if you guys didn't watch it, you totally should, because it was so cute and heartwarming, and it was just like one of those feel good things they did. I think it was like ABC or something. It was like a fundraiser for like one of the food drive people, but they had a bunch of famous people do like Disney songs, and it was so cute. Oh, it was so good. So you should go look it up if you haven't. So that actually was like really like a huge highlight of my day, which is so nerdy, but I loved it. And then I did a Zoom call with the girls from Denver, so it was really good seeing them and catching up, and just like being able to like talk about how like we're really doing. And I don't know, I have really, really great friends. I don't know, they're so wonderful, and we have such real relationships. Like, we laugh really hard with each other, but also like we're able to talk about the hard things and be there for each other. So I'm just so grateful for them, and always will be. And I know it's been really hard for, like, we have a friend group who, as we get older, we don't hang out as much as we used to when we were younger and didn't have as much responsibility. But like our time together is always so valued, and I know it's been really hard to not be able to be together. And just, so it's nice that at least we get to do some Zooms. But yeah, so that was really good. And I guess, yeah, that was like late too. So then after that, I went to bed. Yeah, and then, and Mikey and I had our meeting. We did like a Zoom meeting for our house and picking the interior stuff, which is so cool. So that was great. So there's a lot of positive right now. It's just a focus on that and not focus on the scary. But yeah, I think it's just like I know I've said it. I feel like I keep saying it, that this whole thing is such a like a roller coaster of highs and lows, and it just like you don't know when it's gonna drop. It's like what's that one at Elitch's where it like brings you up and then it just like drops you, Tower of Doom. That's what it feels like, where it's like, okay, I'm doing good, and then you just like smash down, and then it's like you can't get off the ride. Ugh. But yeah, but at least like you never actually hit the bottom though. Like that's what we're trying to prevent right now. Is like, no matter how far you're falling, just like don't hit the bottom, and that it's gonna stop before you completely crash. So that's good. Oh gosh. I don't know. I hate the weather in Chicago right now. Ugh. Ugh, it's awful. It's awful. It's like being cooped up. But yeah, so update on the hospitals here. They're still not at capacity. We have patients in McCormick now, which is good. But definitely not like to where they need all of the staff in there. So we're just kind of, it sounds like just starting to rotate, but who knows when my next rotation will be to go in. So we're just kind of on call, hanging out, and I started a new book. One of the girls gave me this book. It's called The Woman in Cabin 10, and it starts off like so aggressive, like scary. So I'm only reading it during the day, so I can sleep at night. So this will just be like a daytime book while it's sunny out. But I don't know. I'm getting into those dark corners right now. I mean, it started with Ted Bundy, and now I'm reading like it's not a horror novel. It's like I don't know. I'm like 5 chapters in so far. Started this morning. But yeah. Oh, I'm not supposed to be touching my eyes. Oh, that's itchy. I really hope everyone's doing good and everyone's staying safe, and it's still like people have been so wonderful. I've had like people like a girl from her name's Jessie, a girl from my soccer team in elementary school reached out to me and was just like, hey, we've been watching and like we're praying for you and thinking about you. And it's just like, oh my gosh, like I haven't spoken to her since we were little, and she like, I mean, I remember who she is and she remembers who I am, obviously, but it's just like, I don't know, like I'm not worried about me, I'm worried about everyone else. Like I just you know I'm fine. Like I don't worry about myself. Like I'm cool and like I'm okay. But it's just everyone else I worry about. So I hope everyone's doing good and is taking care of themselves, and just not putting too much pressure on yourself to like be like overproductive, or like I don't know. I just think that we can get this pressure of like, oh, this is the time that I can take to like better myself in certain ways, where it's just like sometimes you just need to like let yourself be and just know that it's okay to be upset and it's okay to be scared, and that if just to reach out. I mean, I think like I talked about how it's important for us to reach out to other people, but I think we all should like recognize the initiative within ourselves too. Just like if I'm not doing okay, I need to tell someone. And so I hope that everyone's doing good, and if you're not, just reach out, because I know the community wants to know. I know people want to support you. Like I just don't want people to feel like they're not alone or that they should be embarrassed about not being okay, because it really is okay to not be okay right now, and we just have to support each other through, and not to be embarrassed, and to just, because that's what friends and family are for, But yeah, so today's day's 18. Holy moly, 18 days in Chicago, 18 days in this room. But yeah, so that's all I got for now. I think I might do one later today. Oh, also shout out to Cassie. Happy 30th birthday. One of my best friends from college turns 30 today. So bummed I can't be there with you. But I know you're having a good time with your baby and Tony, but I love you and I hope you watch this someday so you can see me say happy birthday to you on here. All right. You guys have a good rest of your day.